Hello everybody, welcome to the Redmen TV. My name is Ben Kelly. We're still inside the Red Bull Arena. We're going to do some player ratings. This is my dad, and we're going to go through the team from back to front rather. So let's start with the goalkeeper, Dad. He didn't have too much to do, Alisson, did he? Solid. But we were saying, weren't we, though, that he comes out for corners, he makes a couple of good saves. He just never drops anything. He's so reliable all the time. What would you give him out of 10?
Doesn't flap. Again, base 7, I'd say. It's a good solid 7. No problems.
Okay, Trent Alexander-Arnold, right back. I thought he was okay. That switch to Andy Robertson's on all the time, and he pretty much nails it pretty much every time as well. I don't think he set up any of the goals. No, he didn't. So I think for me, I'd be aiming towards a 7 again. But you want to weigh in?
Yeah, I think he probably had the instruction today. Both him and Robertson. One goes, one stays. So nothing over spectacular. Don't expose yourselves. So again, 7, solid 7.
Okay, so the two centre-backs then, Dejan Lovren, and he goes off injured, doesn't he? But up until then, I thought he was playing quite well. Again, him and Van Dijk really nullified Haaland. He had his work out tonight. So again, 7.5, maybe an 8 for both centre-backs.
I thought both centre-backs were in control all the way through. Good passing, no worries, just looked comfortable. So yeah, possibly 8 for Van Dijk. I thought, again, his long passing, he stands out for that. So
I think Van Dijk makes a really good early tackle really early on. Remember, yeah.
2 very early good tackles that could have put us in trouble, very early on. But yeah, looked in control all the time.
Left back Andy Robertson. I thought again he was another threat. Down this left hand side, I'd say he was probably more threatening than Trent with the runs going, as you say, one staying, one going.
He's just super reliable, isn't he? And then when you need him to go, he's got an overlap. He's got pace. Didn't put a foot wrong, so you can't give him less than 7. But yeah, nothing spectacular today.
Jordan Henderson, for me, he was probably our man of the match, maybe between him and Gini. Those long balls that we're seeing, saw him in the derby, we saw him at Bournemouth at the weekend. He's getting better and better at them, and I actually wonder whether in playing the 8 a bit more towards the end of last season has improved his passing to the point where now when he's playing 6, he's picking out those quarterback passes. I'd give him a 9 personally, but I don't even know if you want to go any higher than that.
Oh yeah, it's 8.5, 9 for me. Again, I'm a big fan of Henderson. I saw him in the 91st minute there, having a right go at Robertson again, just as a proper captain should. You don't really see that from the touchline, but he's on it all the time, always putting pressure on, making sure everybody concentrates. And he was there, he was available. You look at the whole game, he's available for the ball every minute, and he's always available, and he's knocking it left and right. I thought he had a great game, top man.
Gini Wijnaldum then as well, I thought he was brilliant, particularly after we were in control. His shielding on the ball is probably the best that we've got.
His control is just second to none. He has the ball on a sixpence. They don't really know what to do with him. Again, solid 7 for Gini, possibly an 8.
I'd put him in 8 personally, but yeah. So who was the other? Naby Keita. Now I thought Keita as well. Obviously he missed the chance just before half time, but I thought actually he probably.
Yeah.
But I think overall he built on his performance on the weekend. I said on the build-up show for this game actually that he needs to put a run of games together where he does continue to play well and he gets that confidence. And for me tonight was another one of those where he did begin to build on that. I put him at an 8 personally.
Yeah, I think what he's very good at doing is stopping the ball and then moving quickly and taking players out of the game. And he did some good link-up play in the first half particularly, and then second half he gets his goal. Yeah, solid 8 for me. I thought he played really well.
Okay, I'll go to Sadio Mane next. Sets up the first goal. Don't think he has a hand in the second one, but again, looked quite dangerous all night. I'd put him at a 7.5 personally. But on a night where we'll discuss probably a lot more about Mo Salah's performance, I thought he was a little bit quieter, to be honing.
Yeah, I think we're coming back to, obviously this is his first club. I think he felt he had to improve himself a little bit. I thought the right back, give him a hard time, and he got a little bit wound up with that, and he's kind of focused on that. He obviously got upset when he got booked, etc. Yeah, he seemed to be, focused on other areas tonight. He didn't have his best game for me. Always dangerous though. So yeah.
Out of 10.
Yes, 6.5, 7 for me.
Roberto Firmino. Now I think Firmino was a little bit quiet tonight. I think some of his passing was off actually. So I'd only give him a 6 and 6.5.
6. But again, his hold-up play, his link-up play is great. You don't see a lot of it because it happens deeper in midfield, and then players go past him, and then suddenly there's a goal, and you don't see where it's come from. But yeah, he was a bit quiet tonight. A couple of bad passes here and there, which put us in a bit of trouble. Yeah, 6.5 for me.
And finally, Mo Salah. really strange evening for Mo, because he missed so many chances but scored the hardest one. So I suppose, given the goal that he scored, I'd probably put him at a 7.5 or an 8 because of how good the goal was. But then, overall, he should do more.
No, yeah, that one in the first half on his left foot. I mean, after scoring at the weekend, you think, well, he's going to be really confident, but I don't know, he seemed to lack a little bit of confidence in front of the goal. But he's having so many chances. He's always there available, isn't he? And then he goes and scores a goal like that. I don't know how it went in from where we were, just how it got in. So, yeah, it's hard to give him less than a 7, but he should have had a hat-trick, shouldn't he? But
okay, well, dead quickly we run through the subs. Joe Gomez came on just before the 2 goals went in. We said it was going to be a big night for him. I think he was good. I'd put him at 7.
Yeah, his confidence is growing. He's played came on in the last game. I think he needs a few games playing, really. I think he's got, obviously the Christmas will help him. A solid 7, yeah.
James Milner, I think he comes on. I think it's no coincidence that we really take control of the game after his inclusion. Again, I'd put him at 7.5, maybe in an 8.
Yeah, I said to you, at 80 minutes we just looked in complete control, and it's no coincidence.
And we won't bother rating Divock Origi. He came on. I think he had one decent run, but okay, we'll give you a 7, Divock. Okay, so there you go. There is the player ratings for Liverpool 2, Salzburg 0. Liverpool are through to the Champions League round of 16 for the 3rd successive season. On we go. What a season it's turning out to be. I've been Ben Kelly for the Redmen TV. See you next time. Goodbye.